I'm Kathy Henry. I am a licensed clinical social worker in the Indianapolis area, and I'm proud to work for Healing Hearts of Indy. Today I want to talk about, are you holding yourself back? I read a book recently, and it had a section in there about self-limiting beliefs. And it really got me to thinking about my own thoughts and exploring my own comments and statements that I was making in regards to what I can and cannot accomplish. And it really kind of threw me for a loop. So I realized that I was holding myself back and didn't even know it. This is especially concerning for me since this is what I do for a living. But I think it's always good for us to re-examine and open our minds to the possibilities that we might be doing some of the things even though we know we shouldn't. So let me tell you a little bit more. This specific lesson came from a book called The Fat Burning Solution, and it is by Tom Venuto. And the concept of self-limiting beliefs, while this was specific to weight loss and eating and things like that, it helped me to look at it kind of from every aspect of life, because I see it in my office every day, but I didn't really have a name to put to it more recently. So here's the thing. Empowering beliefs drive us to achieve, while self-limiting beliefs are going to cap our success. So if you tell yourself that you can't run a marathon, then you won't try, or you'll quit before you've reached your goal, or before you've even tried very hard. The first challenge that you hit, you won't continue because you will have believed that you can't do it. So Tom Venuto's quote is, once we form a belief, we act as though it is true, and then we will tend to resist or filter out anything that disagrees with it. I thought that was pretty powerful. And he gave a lot of examples in there about how powerful this is, how much the mind can determine whether we succeed or not, whether or not our physical bodies or our emotional capabilities can do it or not. So here are a couple of the self-limiting beliefs that I've seen in my clients. If I get divorced, no one will want me, or no one will want me because I have kids. If I'm over 50, then I can't lose weight, attract a new spouse, start a new activity, find a new job, start saving money, and that you could fill in 100 other things in that blank. I can't stop drinking. Alcohol's too much a part of my life, or it's too hard. I can't exercise, or I'll have a heart attack. I'm too heavy to run a marathon. I can't go out to dinner by myself. My house requires too much work to get it cleaned up so that I can have guests. I don't know how to cook. I'll never survive if I get a divorce or if I lose my mate. I can't get out of debt because my finances are too messed up. I'll never find a decent guy or girl. My husband will not want to have sex with me if my body isn't perfect. I'm too lazy. I'm horrible at math. I can't stop myself from overeating or eating bad foods. If I don't make this month's sales, then I'm a loser. My spouse won't change, or there's just too much damage in my marriage to fix it. So the point of this article and this video is just to help bring to your awareness the ways in which you hold yourself back with thoughts like these. So what are your self-limiting beliefs? What facts do you recite to yourself and maybe even others that aren't necessarily true about what you are capable of doing? How are these thoughts serving you? Are they helping you to grow and achieve the things that you want to achieve in life? Or are they holding you back as you have predetermined what you can be successful at and what you can't change? So the self-limiting beliefs that I'm talking about, and in the book I'm going to quote again, include any excuse that's holding you back or any thought that is preventing you from taking action. And this can apply to your life in terms of physical, like diet and exercise, workouts, things like that. It can apply to your financial life. It can apply to your occupation, your work life, about whether or not you can get a new job or learn a new skill. It can apply to whether your mind, whether you can learn new things or not. And your emotional life is another area where you can determine whether or not you can decide whether or not you can change just in your mind and hold yourself back or not. So although I already understood the concept, when I read this, it really, like I said, caused me to look closer. And I caught myself several times in the next few days making statements that declared my inability to do something. And it was kind of empowering to realize, wait a minute, I don't even know if that's true or not. I'm saying that it's true, but how do I know that it's true? Maybe it's not. And so I challenged myself, and I was kind of surprised by some of the results. I could go a little farther than I thought I could, or I could have a little more willpower than I thought I would, or I maybe could restrain my emotional responses to something much better than I thought I could. So like I said, it was really empowering and interesting, in fact. So now I'm challenging you. Check your words and your thoughts over the next few days and see if you are holding yourself back from something. And if you are, I encourage you to challenge the thoughts and challenge the words that you hear yourself saying. You might really surprise yourself. So I wish you the best of luck. I hope this has been helpful to you, and I thank you so much for listening.